I'll be looking for price to reject this area back into the... Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time listening, tuning in, watching this video, you're welcome. Without further ado, I welcome you to the Trading Success Show, and I am your boy Francis. So, what we're going to be doing here today is going to be what I call the weekend popular chart demand. These are the stocks that I have ongoing in terms of watching, and I have some in my portfolio, and as well as other traders sending in tickers for me to take a look at. With that being said, I have so many charts to go through at a fast pace. Plus, you can find more on my Twitter and stock tweet. This is my stock tweet, okay, and also we have my Twitter account where I also post charts and analysis on them. So keep an eye on those as well as I lay them out. Now, with the market SPY, the video I made yesterday, I talked details about SPY. So SPY is going to be 3 scenarios. I'll be looking for price to reject this area back into the 445 or the 443 support. That is my expectation if this resistance continue to hold, right? Then the second scenario is I'll be expecting SPY to continue pushing higher into the 452, 453 area before pulling back to retest this breakout spot if we break out, right? Now, the third scenario is for SPY to really pull back into the 443, 440 area. That is, what I'm expecting on our third scenario. So, pretty much these are the scenarios I'll be expecting for SPY to really act on coming this week. The first stock I'll be taking a look at is Snap. I'll be looking at Snap. The reason is because Snap, every time we pull back here, right? So now this is now defined as our support, right? So you can also go further by adding another trend right here, right? So now this also becomes our immediate support, which will also coincide with this area. So support is going to be, immediate support is going to be $70, and then if this area, this 20 exponential moving average don't hold, then we pull to that $70 area. Overall, I'm expecting price to hold here and then push into the 75, 76 will test all-time highs. Next one is going to be Twitter. Okay, for Twitter, what I'm expecting Twitter to do is to hold this area. If we hold this area, I think our immediate resistance is going to be 65. So 65 is going to be our resistance into the break of 66, and then we'll continue pushing higher pending market reaction, right? Etsy as well. Right now we are breaking out of our trend resistance. This is a resistance zone, okay, and now we just broke out of this with some volume, right? But overall, I'm expecting price to pull back to this trend to retest it. If the pullback support is solid, we will hold and then bounce higher. If it's not solid, then we'll pull back down into the 195 zone. So keep an eye on Etsy as well. Snow. Okay, so for Snow, what I'm expecting Snowflakes to do, since we broke out of this spot, this area is area of resistance. Now we are working with our what? Our trend resistance, right? So we close right below the trend resistance, so I'm expecting price to pull back to this 290 area and then start moving back up. Or if market does good, I think we'll try to retest this stop and see if we can double top. But if not, expect price to pull back to 290 and then we'll start going our way, right? That is for that. Baidu is okay with all the Chinese situation and all that. I think what you need to watch for is, right now we have a trend resistance of which we broke back in to retest it, right? So I'll be looking for price reaction around this 153 150 area for price to bounce right off into the 160 and then 170. But overall, I do like it. It is a beaten down stock. BABA, this one, it is also a beaten down stock. Is more like a derivative from all the Chinese regulations, rules, and all that. So this is a trend. So if price, really downs around back to this trend, that is where we want to watch for continuation higher. If this area doesn't hold, I think we'll pull lower into the 155. 155 doesn't hold, I think we'll be seeing 150 on BABA. Boeing. For Boeing, I have support level, I have supply and demand zone. So for the supply zone, I'll be looking for 240, 235. That is my supply zone, right? Then for my immediate resistance is going to be the 225 area. That's my immediate resistance. We break this immediate resistance, I think we'll be able to push into 230 easily. But overall, we have our demand zone, which is the 215, 220 area. So most institutions will be looking around that area. But if price breaks this 225 into the 230, that is where you have more institution buying on the name. Overall, keep an eye on it. I still really like price around this area. This kind of trade is, you don't rush it. Once Boeing start going, Boeing will just keep going higher and higher for like maybe 2 days or 3. Okay, not this one. This is a low price one from the other guys. SLE. Reason why I have this is because of the issue with Kabul, Afghanistan, and all that. So what I'm looking forward to in this trade is for momentum to kick in, right? This is the ETF, right? So what I'm looking for is for price to really push into the $50 zone. We hold $50. I think we'll continue pushing higher into the 51, but I still like it. Nothing comes without financial, right? So I'm looking at the financial. Financial is making new highs, and we are at 52 weeks right now. So overall, I'm looking for $40, okay, on this name. So look for $40. I think we'll be able to push through, because if you take a look at JP Morgan is really doing fantastic as well. Okay, look at JP Morgan right now. JP Morgan is pushing and pushing 1 2 3 4 5. So for 1 week, last week, JP Morgan just reclaim this area, 162 area, and then bounce more into the resistance zone, which is the 164 zone. So I'll be looking for price to really consolidate this in this area. 162 is our support, so keep an eye on that. Geni, Geni, keep an eye on this one as we're pushing higher. Support is around the $19 zone. If we cannot sustain this $20 push, I think we'll pull back to 19, then continue moving higher again. If 19 doesn't hold, I think we'll be seeing $18. Penn National, we've been pushing for the past week, so I'm looking for price to really retest this $85. $85 is your resistance. We break, I think we'll see $90 on it. DKNG, right now we have a three bar play. Okay, this is a 3-bar play. Right now we have 1 2 3, and the 3-bar play really did fake out some people right here. I'll be expecting the bar to open right around here and then push higher, so then we can break the 3-bar. Okay, we have this bar right there, and we have another one. So I'll be expecting price to break this area as we open up and push through. If this price open up and gets to this resistance, I think we'll pull back lower. But overall, keep an eye on it. Your support is going to be 57.50. SIG, this one right now we are at, really close to the 82.50, which is our resistance zone. We are extended, of course, but at the same time, momentum can continue to shift into this name. Reason is because we have volume coming in. MACD is on the positive side. Our RSI is in the 72%. So I like that too. DOQ, this is really good. I like it. Overall target for me is going to be around 315 area. So keep an eye on it as we continue to push. Zoom XOM, Zoom ExxonMobil. Keep an eye on it as we about to break out of this zone into the 56, 57 area with oil and gas and all that and all the bombings and airstrike attack. I think oil and gas will pop in the morning. Oxy, this one too, same thing, trend break. We're breaking out of this trend. I'm looking for price to revisit this 27, which is the resistance. Shui, we have earnings report coming up, so keep an eye on it. I think we'll be able to bounce off this area, this 88, 87 area. Keep an eye on it into the 92.50. Okta earnings report as well. Right now, for me, the earnings report has been priced in, so I'll be looking for price to push into the 265, reject it, then back down to 255. But keep an eye on that. Facebook as well. This is making a decent push into making another all-time high. So keep an eye for that 379 break on Facebook. Netflix as well. It has been a momentum shift. This flag, we're breaking out of the flag. If you can see that is a flag. So right now we're breaking out of this flag into the resistance, pull back, close right above this resistance zone. So I'll be looking for more price action to come into Netflix. DIS, man, this one, you wouldn't go wrong buying this for a long term, hold, because it is doing really good. Right now we're working on this resistance. We break this resistance, I think we'll be able to push into the 190, 187.50, 190 area on Disney. Con as well, they have earnings report coming in, is really setting up for a bigger push on Con, CONN. I'll be expecting $30 into this name if they do good. If they do bad, I'll be expecting price to push into the $20, $19 spot. Then you can grab some more. I'll be looking at this as soon as they report, so that if they do bad, then I'll be looking at picking some around the decent level of 200 moving average. So that will be the area I will be picking some up. Next is going to be FUTU. Keep an eye on this too. Is also in play. Right now we have this trend. It's also acting as Baidu is acting. So I'll be looking for this area. This is my area of demand, right? So it looks like demand traders and investors are losing hands around here. So I'll be looking for price to hold the 95 if we continue lower. If 95 doesn't hold, open minds towards this $90. But overall, I want to reclaim of the 200. I want to be in this trade as Chinese begin to ease hands. Zoom ZM, this is my area of demand. So whatever happens here, I think is also a good area to keep loading, because right now it is a true definition of what I call a double top, right? We have this right here, and then this is the neckline. So we broke the neckline back down, okay, to test the inverse head and shoulder level, which is this area right here. This is the head, this is the left side, this is the right side. We pull back to test the shoulder level, and then bounce up to test the neckline of the double top. So we couldn't hold, then we push back down. I'll be expecting price to really, you know, gain more buyers in this area, because look at the buyers are coming in. So as soon as we gain more, I think we'll be able to reclaim the neckline. If we reclaim the neckline, I'll be expecting a retest of the highs. So keep an eye on ZM. Tesla, I want to talk about Tesla because we're running out of time there, but you're going to find more of these on my stock tweet and on Twitter. Anyways, Tesla has a very good, fantastic setup, guys. Looking at this is the area of support held, and then will bounce up to retest the resistance zone. What we need is volume, more volume than our regular daily volume, because 1, 2, 3, 4, almost the same amount of volume traded each single day, right? So I'm looking for this kind of move. Volume comes in and then push, right? So I'll be looking for this. If we can break this area, you know, it'll be easy for us to get to the 760, 750 area. So keep an eye on Tesla. I do like Tesla for more upside. The setup is so good. Getting it here, your risk is the 20 exponential moving average, which is the $695, $700 zone. If that area doesn't hold, then you'll be looking at your 200, but it's going to take market and QQQ and all that to pull this down. So keep an eye on that one. And let us take a look at AMC real quick as well. AMC, I did talk about, there is no way that the market makers will, you know, allow AMC close right above $45 per share on Friday. Okay, that was my bold prediction, and it did happen that, you know, they didn't let it break, you know, close above 45, because you have a lot of call options, and you have a lot of call options around the 45 and the 50. So for them to let it, you know, really happen, that will also create more squeeze into the name. So they are really trying to control the action and the move on AMC. AMC right now, you should be happy, because right now this area is the area of support, which is the $40 zone. So $40 is your support right now. Okay, $40 doesn't hold, I think we'll visit the 37.85, which is our 20 and 50, you know, exponential moving average. That will be your immediate support if this $40 support doesn't hold. And if this area holds, I'll be expecting price to push into the 45 again, which is our resistance, and then the $50. But keep an open mind just in case we pull back to retest this trend. Okay, guys, that is it for today, and you will find more on my stock tweets, the ones that I haven't talked about today on in this video. So keep an eye on those coming true. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and let us bank for the coming week, and have a fantastic weekend. This is your popular chat demand. Have a good one, guys. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.